Aloha, Lulu here, inspiring you to live your bliss. Now, for those that haven't been following the last 3 videos, let me catch you up. We have been working with a tool called the Circle of Life, which is a great tool to identify imbalances in your life. So I've included a link above. If you haven't done that exercise, I highly recommend going to that video first before watching this one. Now, for those that have identified imbalances in the areas of social life, home cooking, and creativity, that's where we're going today. For the best wellness and lifestyle advice, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified every Tuesday when I release a new video. Let's dive into some simple ways to optimize your life, which will ultimately lead to more bliss. Yes! Okay, social life. Now, this was one of my weaknesses. We all know that spending time with people that we care about improves our well-being. And yet some of us may need a little nudge to break us out of the hermit tendencies. So I was brainstorming, and this is what I came up with as my personal tips. Now, I don't go to an office, but I know many of you do. So I was thinking, why not invite a coworker to lunch? So many of us, well, at least when I was in the corporate world, we tend to eat lunch at our desk. So why not book at least one Friday every single month, invite 1 or 2 or more coworkers where you could gather at a super fun spot and have a conversation that is not work related. The other way I was thinking of tapping into our community was to invite a friend out for coffee. Now, this is super simple and actually one of the things that I really enjoy. I invite a friend out for coffee. We go to Kalmena, which is my favorite little health truck in Nosara, and we meet there, have a cup of coffee, and just have a chit chat. It's such a great way. And you want to know what ended up happening? Tons of people came to the cart. We just kind of, the one invite turned into many, and I just felt that I walked away super rejuvenated and happy and inspired to create this video, in fact. So another way to connect with family and friends, which is one of my personal favorites and kind of gets my mojo for the social thing going on, is hosting a dinner party. Now, sure, this is a little bit more ambitious, but you don't have to be Julia Childs to host a dinner party. You can make it super simple by making one of your favorite meals, prepping it out ahead of time. So all you have to do when your guests arrive is perhaps like a stir fry while everyone's having a glass of wine and have a chat. The other thing is you could just make it into a potluck, and that's super easy because everyone is going to bring something to share and makes it even better. And the third thing is, let's say it's a little more spontaneous and you want to have a couple girlfriends or your guy friends over. You can always pick up a rotisserie chicken, one of those yummy organic bag salads that are already prepped with the seeds and stuff and dressing, throw it together, and boom! You are socializing, having a great night, connecting with friends, and you don't have to go anywhere after. You can have a couple glasses of wine and chill and then head straight to your bed. My last tip in the area of social life is to join a club. Now, many studies actually show that people who enjoy the sense of belonging and camaraderie that you get from a group or a community gain immense benefits of well-being. So it doesn't matter if it's a religious congregation, a book club, a sports team, gathering with some friends to surf like I do on a regular basis. Getting together with like-minded people on a regular basis is amazing for your physical and mental health. So I encourage you to get out there and be among your people. All right, let's talk about home cooking. Now, I have to say, after doing a little research, I've discovered that adults reap considerable benefits from eating home-cooked meals. Research finds that people who eat home-cooked meals on a regular basis tend to be happier, healthier, and consume less sugar and processed foods, which can result in higher energy levels and better mental health. Now, isn't that just motivating right there to whip up a home-cooked meal? Man, I can hear it now. You just making excuses after excuses. I don't have any time. I'm super busy, Lulu. Let me tell you, I know you can carve out a few minutes to whip yourself up a beautiful meal. Just cut out a television program or the scrolling on Instagram and Facebook. Right there, I guarantee 20 minutes can be better spent on cooking. So, with that in mind, keep your pantry stocked with some basic ingredients so that in those moments where you do want to cook, you have some pasta, some sauce, some basic ingredients so you can just quickly whip up something. And the other thing is if you're going to spend the time and energy to actually prepare a meal, why not make a little bit extra so you have leftovers, you can invite a friend for a spontaneous dinner, and you can repurpose it. So for example, I made a delicious black bean, corn, red pepper salad with some chipotle, so good, and some fresh herbs. And I made enough to eat a quick meal. I made it with some quinoa. I made enough to invite a friend over for dinner the next day. And I just whipped up some scrambled eggs, had the black beans, a little corn tortilla, avocado. I know, aren't you getting hungry? And my last little tip to carving out home cooking time is to keep it simple. If you tend to eat out a lot, why not just make a simple attainable goal, like perhaps 1 or 2 nights you're going to eat in and prepare something healthy, and then make sure you're preparing dishes that you love. In fact, if you have a slow cooker, you could chop up a bunch of ingredients, throw it in the slow cooker, and then when you get home, dinner's done. Ooh, I love that idea. In fact, I'm wondering who out there has slow cooker recipes? Why not share? Let's do a little recipe share in the comments down below. I really would love that. So the last area that we're going to address today is creativity. When you think creativity, you're probably thinking people that are like an artist, a writer, a singer, a fashion designer. But the truth is, everyone, including you, are creative. It's impossible not to be. I mean, realistically, when you think about it, we use our minds every day to create things, ideas, products, solutions, and responses. Creativity is essential for developing yourself personally and professionally. So don't be afraid to try new things and find a creative outlet that you enjoy. So whether you have a whole day, 10 minutes, or no time at all, start implementing creative thoughts and activities into your life. My first tip is to switch up your wardrobe by wearing new combinations of tops and bottoms that you've never worn together. I challenge you to wear a new combination of tops and bottoms for 1 week and just take notice how you feel. Another tip is to sort through old clutter, finding better ways to utilize that space. And you might even stumble on a painting, which means that you can tap into your creativity and finding a new space to hang up that painting. You see where I'm going here? Another way to tap into your creativity is to grab a white piece of paper and a pen and just start writing. Maybe even set a timer for like 3 minutes and just write. And when the timer goes off, take a moment to read what you wrote. It's so interesting to see when you do like a mind dump what transpires. You can also do this really fun journal exercise, which is pick out 3 of your favorite songs that are very different and start the song and start writing. And then when that's done, start another song and write. And then do the 3rd one and write again. This is really cool because what I've noticed is that different types of music affect your mood and will affect what transpires on paper. It's so cool. Are any of these creative tips getting your juices flowing? Share down below which one's resonating with you most, or if you have something that I haven't mentioned, please share down below because our audience might love that. So my friends, is anyone out there feeling a little bit stuck, like maybe you need one-on-one support? don't forget, I offer a free discovery call where we can work one-on-one. So we'll take a few minutes to talk about about what's going on in your life, and then come up with a super simple action plan to get you moving forward, taking inspired action, progression over perfection. Oh, it feels so good. So be sure, check out the link down below and book your call today. If you like this video, give me the thumbs up and be sure to subscribe. Oh my God, I'm like 10 away from 100, which means I can actually personalize my YouTube channel. So please subscribe and share it with all of your friends. I know you know someone out there that needs some bliss in their life, so please share. And that's all I got, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next Tuesday. Have an amazing day. Woo!